everyone, welcome to this edition of In a Nutshell, How to Kickstart Your Career. My name is Jamie Lim and you can find me on YouTube and TikTok. So I'm actually an early careers manager by day, and by night I'm actually an educational content creator, and I create content on productivity, self-development, as well as career tips. So I think a couple of years back I watched YouTube, obviously, and I was really inspired by these two creators, Ali Abdaal as well as Matt D'Avella. Ali Abdaal started out with teaching folks on how to get into medical school, and then after that he started talking about productivity. Matt D'Avella was very much into minimalism, and I really loved the way he did filmmaking, and when I started, I found out that I actually really enjoyed the process. So here are 4 tips for you to consider as you start your career as a fresh grad. Tip 1 is to jump straight into it. If you're a fresh grad, you probably don't have much working experience, maybe some internships under your belt. So I would say take the time to experiment, but also when you go into a job, that's when you build up your experience, you learn about a specific role, as well as you can build up your credibility then. Tip 2 is to not be afraid to jump into something new. Take myself for example, I actually studied law, but my career has nothing to do with law. Actually, it's in human resources in the early careers. So I would say just because you have studied something doesn't mean that you will end up doing a job in that space. Again, it's okay to take time to experiment, to learn about yourself. Tip 3 is to play to your strengths. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses, but I'm a firm believer of actually playing to your strengths, and you'll be able to do your best work, especially if you're in the flow state. With weaknesses, I think it's okay to kind of work on them, but I will always say, if I don't know how to work on something, I'll go to my friend or my colleague who actually has that expertise, and they can do it in like 10 seconds. So how you can find out more about your strengths is like by doing tests like StrengthsFinder or Enneagram or MBTI, just to learn more about yourself. And once you know more about yourself, and then you can go out and utilize your strengths to your advantage. Tip 4 is to prioritize having a positive attitude over having hard skills. So the reason I say this is because hard skills can actually be learned over time as you are working more in a job. Whereas a positive attitude, it's something you should have to bring every day. Once you bring that positive learning attitude, honestly, the world is your oyster. You'll be able to upskill yourself in any environment, and you'll be able to thrive in your career from there. So as a fresh grad, I know it's very tempting to always think about the money, but on the flip side, you should also be thinking about what is interesting for yourself. When you're a bit younger, you don't have any of those commitments, right? Like having a family or like worrying about housing loans. So take that opportunity to really go and explore. Invest some time into finding out what areas you want to delve into. And if you don't like it, then you can pivot. But don't take it as time wasted, because actually whatever you learned in that previous job can actually also be a value add to whatever you pursue next. Take the plunge and explore. So that's all for this episode, and in the next episode we'll learn more about how do you write a good CV, what you need to write in a resume to help you stand out. My name is Jamie, and in a nutshell, this is how you kickstart your career.